The Smart Civil Engineer Mastering AI in Quantity Surveying and Project Management.
All right, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're strapping on our hard hats, so to speak, and exploring the future of civil engineering.
We are, and we're using a really interesting news source for this, the book, The Smart Civil Engineer, Mastering AI in Quantity Surveying and Project Management.
And the author, Mohd Siddiqui, he really sets a crucial context right at the start, doesn't he?
He does. He talks about this huge global productivity gap. For decades, construction has been, and I'm quoting here, stubbornly analog.
Meaning efficiency has just been flat.
Totally flat. He says chaos has basically been normalized. So this book, it's kind of a manifesto for engineers to get into what we call Construction 4.0.
Okay, so let's unpack that. Our mission for this deep dive is to get a quick, clear handle on how AI is, fundamentally changing what engineers actually do.
Specifically in two key roles, right?
Exactly. We're looking at the quantity surveyor and the project manager.
And the book frames this with a core tension, which I think is really important. It says, AI won't take your job.
Right, but the civil engineer who refuses to use AI, they're the one who's going to be replaced.
Right. Precisely. The future is what the book calls the smart engineer, which is this sort of hybrid professional who merges AI tools with their deep domain knowledge.
So let's make that concrete. The book talks about quantity surveying, QS, and this massive time sink called manual takeoffs.
Yeah.
For anyone listening who's maybe not in the industry, what exactly is a takeoff?
It's this incredibly meticulous manual job of counting and measuring every single material from a 2D blueprint.
So every piece of rebar, every square meter of paint.
Every single thing. And the source says a traditional QS spends 60 to 70% of their time just on that.
Wow. So it's highly paid, skilled labor, just counting lines on a drawing.
It sounds like a job for a machine, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
So what's the AI solution here?
It's a deep learning application using computer vision. The AI just scans the blueprints, recognizes the patterns, and instantly spits out a complete list of materials.
The bill of quantities or BOQ?
The full BOQ in minutes. And this just completely flips the value proposition of the QS.
So instead of being a counter, as the book calls them, they suddenly have all this time to be a cost strategist.
Exactly. We can focus on value engineering, optimizing cost versus performance. Instead of spending weeks clicking on the screen, they become a financial controller, a risk analyst.
And that focus on strategy feels like a natural bridge to project management, PM.
It is.
The book is pretty harsh here. It calls the traditional PM a reactive firefighter and says that Gantt charts, a core tool, are often a lie.
It's a harsh truth, maybe. Think about it. A static schedule is basically irrelevant the moment the first delay happens on a real messy job site.
So what's the advanced concept that replaces it?
It's called generative scheduling. So instead of drawing out a schedule, you just define the system for the AI. You feed it all the constraints, the rules, the resources you have.
And then the AI just runs millions of simulations to find the best possible path forward.
It uses a probabilistic approach to find the mathematically optimal schedule, often seeing things a human might miss. It shifts the PM from being a reactive chaser of deadlines
to a strategic leader who's working with data-backed risk analysis.
You got it.
So for you, the engineer listening, the essential gain here is that AI is automating the lowest value, most manual work, the blunt work.
Right, whether that's counting takeoffs or just updating a static schedule. And connecting this with the big picture, the source is really clear that total automation is probably not going to happen.
Why not?
Construction is just too chaotic. Machines can't handle the common sense, the negotiations, the context needed on a site. So the future belongs to the augmented engineer.
The person who uses AI to handle all the drudgery, freeing up their own brain for the things humans do best.
The creativity, the on-site troubleshooting, the strategy, all the high-value tasks.
So what's the provocative thought we should leave everyone with today?
I think it's this. If these AI systems are already making projects run faster and they're cutting down on material waste in a big way, then the real cost, the biggest competitive disadvantage, is the cost of not adopting this stuff. The time for the smart engineer isn't coming.